What's up YouTube? Welcome back to MMOSWORLD. Here's another recap of all the major MMO news that happened throughout the week, so sit tight and soak it in. We are starting the news with World of Warcraft, and this week saw the beginning of the Battle for Azeroth Tides of Vengeance Part 2, which released a brand new raid, the Battle of Dazar Alor, where the Alliance strikes at the heart of the Zandalari Empire, and the new raid provides both Horde and Alliance players with unique encounters for their faction, along with the opportunity to play through events from the opposite faction's viewpoint. Blizzard has mentioned that the two anticipated allied races, the Cold Tyran humans and the Zandalari trolls, will be unlocked after the LFR is released for this raid in the future. There's also Season 2 for the PvP, where players who earn 500 conquest points in a given week through PvP activities, including arenas, battlegrounds, and assaults in war mode, will be still able to choose a piece of gear from each week's selection. In addition, there's a new Quartermaster coin currency that you'll earn and can be collected and ultimately used to upgrade pieces from this season's Sinister Gladiator PvP set. Also, the Mythic Keystone Dungeon Season 2 has begun, and there is a new seasonal affix, and that is Reaping. And finally, there's updates to the Azerite armor as well, introducing a new epic Azerite pieces from PvP Season 2, the Battle for Dazar Alor raid, World Quest emissaries, and from the Mythic Keystone vendor, Thaumaturge Vashreen in Zuldazar and Borealis. Moving on now to the Elder Scrolls Online, and the Wrathstone DLC, which is the first dungeon DLC coming to ESO this year, is already on the PTS server, which is the testing server that you can download on the client. And right now you can test the two new dungeons in there, which are Frost Vault and the Depths of Molitor. Also on the PTS is the Prologue story quest that will bridge the DLC dungeon to the Elsewhere chapter, and you can play through that right now. Additionally, all the racial passives for all the races in the Elder Scrolls Online have had some changes to them. So if you want to know what's going to happen to the racial passives of your main character, jump onto the PDS, check it out, or read the patch notes on the PDS forum. Let's head over to Tyria right now, and Guild Wars 2 is celebrating the Lunar New Year with the annual event that's now returned to Divinity's Reach. Many familiar activities have returned, and you can participate in the Fast and Furious Dragon Ball PvP minigame, Firecracker Adventure, Mount Races, and Adventures as well, and all these are for collecting lucky envelopes, which does take into account your account's magic find. Opening these will give you some rewards like foods, more firecrackers, and possibly a coveted backpack item that you can then craft for an exotic backpack item, which is related to an achievement as well, if you're into achievement points. Up next, we've got some news for the MMO/ARPG game, Guardians of Ember. It is a hack-and-slash style top-down MMO. It is going to be relaunched by Gameforge as a free-to-play game. Right now, Guardians of Ember is in closed beta, and you can sign up for an account at gameforge.com, download the client, and check it out. The game itself will feature pulse-pounding combat action. You have 4 races and 6 different classes to pick from, and there's 58 different regions and over 60 randomized and challenging dungeons. So if that sounds interesting to you, check out Guardians of Ember, which will be releasing as a free-to-play MMORPG this year. And finally this week, remember NCSoft's Aion Legions of War, which is the mobile game that is related to the Aion MMORPG. Well, it has finally been released this week on the App Store and Google Play. Aion Legions of War features next-level graphics with 60 FPS on your mobile phone itself, featuring a compelling storyline set in the Aion universe. And as for gameplay, you'll have to summon heroes to build a legion of armored warriors, beasts, cyborgs, and all these stuff to take on the enemies in the game. It's very strategic, apparently, according to NCSoft, and of course, it's an MMO, so you get to play with other players, you can join guilds and participate in PvP. There's leaderboards for you and all that stuff. You can download it for free right now on the App Store and Google Play, so give it a run. And that wraps up our MMO news recap for the week. For more MMO news as it happens, head on over to our website at MMOSWorld.com. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to MMOSWorld for more news vids. As ever, I'm Aion from MMOSWorld, signing out.